US President Donald Trump's relentless efforts to reverse the results of the 2020 election took a dangerous turn on Wednesday when an armed and angry mob of his supporters stormed Capitol Hill and clashed with the police just as Congress convened to validate Joe Biden's presidential win. 5 people, including a police officer, lost their lives in the violence that is widely being considered as one of the worst security breaches in US history. So, what happened at the US Capitol? The Capitol in Washington, D.C. was placed under lockdown on Wednesday after hundreds of Trump supporters stormed the historic building and wreaked havoc in an attempt to stall the certification of the election results. A ruckus group of demonstrators entered the second-floor lobby of the building right outside the Senate chamber, the doors of which were being guarded by law enforcement officials. The mob managed to get past the guards and enter the Senate chamber, where just moments earlier the election results were being certified. The protesters roamed through the walls freely, some even entering and looting the offices used by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other lawmakers. But the lawmakers from the Senate and the House of Representatives had already been evacuated. The Trump supporters stopped to take photographs and film themselves as they made their way around the building. 4 hours after the breach, officials announced that the demonstrators had been cleared out of the building and the Capitol was secure. Senators were escorted back into the Senate chamber to complete the certification of Electoral College votes. But what were the incidents that led up to the siege? Hours before the rioters stormed the US Capitol, huge crowds of Trump supporters had already filled the streets to protest against the certification of Biden's victory in the 2020 presidential election. Many had even camped out overnight to catch a glimpse of President Trump and his top advisors and family members at the Save America rally that took place on Wednesday at the Ellipse, a park near the White House. Trump spoke for around an hour, following which thousands began marching towards the Capitol. Why is Trump being blamed for the violence? Several lawmakers, including members of the Republican Party, have blamed Trump for the violence that broke out in and around the Capitol. At the rally held in Ellipse Park, lawmakers and critics have pointed out the president directed his followers to head to the Capitol Hill. He also repeated his claims that the election had been rigged by radical Democrats and the fake news media, urging his supporters not to accept the results of the election. The president faced backlash yet again when he shared a message on social media and appeared to justify the violent mob's action. Following this, Trump's Twitter and Facebook accounts were locked. Twitter locked his account for 12 hours and said that future violations by Trump could result in a permanent suspension. What happened after the Capitol Hill attack? Soon after law enforcement officials were able to clear the building of rioters, the lawmakers convened the joint session to count electoral votes from the presidential election and officially confirmed Joe Biden's victory. But the damage had already been done. Following the mayhem, more than a dozen House Democrats renewed calls for Trump's impeachment before Inauguration Day. U.S. Secretary of Transportation Elaine Chao, U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos, Deputy National Security Advisor Matt Pottinger, Melania Trump's Chief of Staff Stephanie Grisham, Deputy White House Press Secretary Sarah Matthews, White House Social Secretary Anna Christina Niceta-Lloyd, Deputy Assistant Secretary for Intelligence and Security at the Department of Commerce John Costello, and Special Envoy to Northern Ireland Mick Mulvaney announced their resignation in the wake of the violent protests. On Thursday, Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser extended the public emergency in the country's capital for another 15 days. Lawmakers from both parties, many of whom were present in the Capitol, condemned the violent uprising, calling it despicable and unacceptable, and called for peace. President-elect Joe Biden tweeted, "What we are seeing is a small number of extremists dedicated to lawlessness. This is not dissent, it's disorder." World leaders including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, British PM Boris Johnson, EU's Foreign Policy Chief Joseph Borrell, German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau condemned the violence and called it an assault on the US democracy. Following the siege, US President Donald Trump appealed for healing and reconciliation, pledging a smooth transition of power to President-elect Joe Biden. Trump said, A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power. This moment calls for healing and reconciliation.